Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here then hello, welcome. Thank you for clicking on. So today's video we have created this look on my face using all drugstore products. Now I'm obsessed with my makeup today. I'm putting it out there straight away. I'm obsessed with it and it's all drugstore. Some new, some not, some first impressions, some that I literally love and always use. I'm super happy with my makeup today. Before we do get into the video, please make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. It really helps me out to sort of see what content you like and what you don't like. So if you could give it a thumbs up, it would really help. Subscribe if you haven't already. We've got a few new subscribers. So if you want to see how I got this look, then please keep on watching. Welcome back to another video. So today's video we are going to be doing a full face of drugstore products. Just pointing out, I mean, of course we're going to be using the ELF stuff that I picked up, so I matched. Just saying. This is a set from Loreal boutique. I'll leave that on the screen. Literally lots of my clothes at the moment are from there. So yeah, this comes with shorts, but obviously you can't see the shorts. But this colour, insane. We're going to start off with the eyes. Of course I'm going to be going in with this mint palette from ELF. It's a mixture between first impressions and products that I always use. So I'm going to prime my eyes. I'm going to use this Revolution Pro Ultimate Radiant Under Eye Concealer. I'm just going to put a bit on my lids to prep them. Oh, very creamy. You can just tell from the offset how creamy this is. Reminds me of the NARS creamy concealer. So I'm just carving out my brows. I feel like drugstore has improved so much. Most of my stuff, like my kit, is very 50-50 to be honest. I don't like always use high-end stuff. I do use a lot of drugstore, and yeah, it's my favourite. So I'm just buffing this out. Very nice so far. It's definitely creamy. Obviously the only difference when you do use a concealer as an eyeshadow base, just make sure that you set it. Obviously the P. Louise base you don't normally have to set. I've not included the P. Louise base in this, and to be fair, it's obviously a small business, but it's hard because it's so cheap. So to me it's like, it's not really high end. Going in with the Rimmel Stay Matte powder. This is a lovely powder that I do actually really like, and it is really good. I mean, I don't reach for it all the time because it's pressed, but it is really nice. So I'm just gonna set my eyes, making sure there's no creases. We're gonna do the same as always, one eye and then the other eye off camera. I feel like this eye looks gonna be quite simple because I'm just using this tiny little palette. So these palettes are so cute. I mean, I feel like they might get a little bit lost because they're so small, but it's still really cute. And like I said when I done the haul, this mint shade was just like, buy me please. So with my Sigma E38 brush, so this is just a crease brush, I'm gonna take this brown shade here. Right, let's see what pigment ELF are saying. I mean, a lot of people do say that these are actually really good palettes to use. It's like a brown, but it's got a bit of like a mustardy undertone too. Hello pigment. So we're just working this through the crease. Little and often, as always, bringing this towards the centre. Just buffing this out. Really impressed, to be fair. That's buffed out really easily. Good pigment, not gone like patchy. Really nice. I'm really buffing this out because I feel like this is just going to be the main colour on the lid. So I'm feeling like that dark brown, I am going to use it, but I feel like it might be too dark with the mint, but I am going to incorporate it a little bit. But like I said, it's actually going to be really simple, this look. I can't get over how nicely that's blended. Again, like these palettes, so they are very small, so they might get lost in like your kit, but I've picked up this one as well. And like, if I wanted one in my makeup bag just for like backup, or do you know what I mean, if you're traveling to somewhere and you don't want to take loads of makeup, let's be real, every time I go away now there is like a whole suitcase just full of makeup because I can't condense it down. But this I would literally use all these shades. Like this is like my go-to look in a palette. So it would be really good to like slot that in. I can't really complain about these, to be honest. Buffed out beautifully. It's a lovely colour. Very impressed. I was really like not expecting to be impressed. Everyone does say about them, but you know when you're just like, I doubted e.l.f. Let's be real. Just going to deepen up just a tiny little bit, because we are then just literally going to put the shimmer on. I am going to use the dark brown as like a smoky wing. Well, maybe not a wing, but a smoky liner definitely. Done. I love that. It's not like picked up any of that concealer, like it's not gone patchy. Blended really nicely. I'm then gonna take the mint shade. So my brush is a little bit damp. Not that it's like struggling with payoff. Oh my god, that looks like it's gonna be well good. And I'm gonna just tap this. Wow. Oh my god. So I'm just doing like a soft cut crease. Can you see that? What the hell, e.l.f. Like these are literally like £3. Can I just add £3? I'm so impressed right now. So I'm just doing like half a cut crease with this mint shade, just keeping it nice and soft. And then I'm going back in with that brown just to blend them two together. Wow, e.l.f. has pulled it out the bag. Just going over, just really buffing it out. Matches my top perfectly. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip the brush and I'm going to go in with the like goldy champagne-y colour. And I'm just going to do like the inner corner bit, like just right here. Just to really like make that pop. Wow. I'm obsessed. I can't get over how good these are. Again, just going in with that fluffy brush. Just to buff it out. And then what I'm going to do, like this is the look, like, sorry, I love it. I'm gonna take the dark chocolate brown on a Morphe M326 brush and I'm gonna do like a liner with this, like a smoky liner, just to give it a bit more definition. Just like pressing this on my lash line. I'm gonna blend it up a little bit just to add more depth to where I've put like the first brown, if that makes sense. Just to deepen it up. Really literally just light pressure, like not being that precise with it. Again, great for like if you like don't really do makeup, it's just like for yourself and you're just learning, because I find like sometimes big palettes, like it can be a bit overwhelming, like knowing what colours to use and all like that, whereas like literally with these it's so easy to sort of know, like you could even do this is your deepest shade, then that's your transition, and then use these two shimmers. I just thought that would be a bit too dark for this, but like same with this one, you've got like your darkest shade, then you've got your transition that you can blend that out with, and then you've got your two shimmers. Like it's very easy to sort of, yeah, you can only really get one look from these, but like I said, this is like my signature look. So if you're not really like that into makeup and you just wanted it for yourself, these are so handy, because you literally, there's only one look you can do with this really, so it don't get too confusing or overwhelming. And I'm super impressed with the pigment. Like, look at that, just everything about that. I'm actually in shock. So right, I'm gonna pop off camera, I'm gonna do the other eye. I'm gonna leave my lashes to the last thing, but I am just gonna quickly pop off camera, do the other eye, and then we'll be back for skin. That is the eyes done. I'm literally obsessed. Like, I love this look. It matches my top. It's just unreal. Like I can't get over that palette. So good, and I literally can't wait now to try this one out. So yeah, obviously it looks a bit weird at the moment because I've not got lashes on, but I'm gonna go on to my skin. So I've put on my moisturiser. I didn't use my Bobbi Brown today. I kept it just with the Embryolisse. I didn't film it because you've obviously seen me do my skincare so many times now. But now I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. Mint Melt Cooling Face Primer. Oh my god, it like comes out literally like mint gel. Oh my god, it's very sticky. Like this might even be a it smells like tea tree. Okay, that is very sticky. So I feel like it might even be a good primer because it's like tacky. So like my foundation's gonna stick to it. Okay. And it's like, it is cooling. It's, you know that, I know it sounds really stupid, but it's fresh, like mint. Do you know what I mean? Like it just feels, oh, I was not expecting that. I was expecting it to be a bit like the L'Oreal Hydrogenous, where it's like watery, but it's actually like sticky. I'm also going to actually go in with a little bit of this Revolution blotting balm, because I actually really like this when I tried it in the first impressions. I'm just going to focus this right in the centre of my face, my chin and my forehead. And then obviously I've not got a new foundation, but I am going to be going in with my Dream Urban Cover Maybelline foundation in 220 Natural Beige. I love this foundation. It really reminds me of my NARS Radiant Natural Longwear. Yeah, it's a really nice full coverage foundation. So I'm just on my Peaches PC08 brush. I'm just patting this into the skin. How are we all? I literally have been so busy this week, I feel like, but the week's gone slow, which is obviously not fun. But it's Friday, so that is good. I'm just going to go in the tiniest bit on my forehead and then my neck. I love this foundation. My skin looks very dewy. I think it might be that cooling primer. If you've not tried it yet, I really recommend it. That and the L'Oreal True Match are like my go-to drugstore foundations for like clients. Like I said, this is a dupe for the NARS, and like L'Oreal is like your dewy. If people like a more dewy skin, that's definitely a fave. I love it. So yeah, that's applied lovely. I literally can't wait to wear this set in the summer. Like, it's not the full potential on this screen. I mean, it's beautiful, the colour, insane, but just to think, on holiday with a tan, that will be the day. Right, I'm just going to go in with my sponge and just pat this in. This sponge is actually from Home Bargains, so literally the cheapest sponge ever, but it's actually amazing. I've realised I talk too much in these videos, so I'm trying to not talk as much, but you know, it's hard. I just like to talk, especially about makeup. Right, done. Beautiful. Now I'm going to go back in with this Revolution Pro concealer. I think I'm going to like this because it was very creamy on my eyelids. I'm wearing the shade C6. I really like the doe on this. It's like got a flat bit, if that makes sense. So it's literally just gliding on. I feel like I'm going to like this concealer as well. I also realised that that Doll Beauty mirror is not good for filming because I cover my face half the time. We're just got a smaller mirror, so hopefully I don't cover my face. This is my L'Oreal brand Taxi brush. It's my new favourite to buff out my concealer. And then in with my sponge. Then on the forehead, we're just going to buff this out. I'd say the coverage on this is not as like full coverage, but I do find when they're like radiant and like creamy, like the NARS one, it's not so full coverage, you know what I mean? I feel like they're a bit on the lighter side, but they are still really nice. Very creamy. And this shade is perfect. It's got a nice amount of coverage, but just not as full coverage as some of the other ones I use. The BarryM, definitely more coverage, but this is definitely creamier and like not as, although it wasn't drying under my eye, the BarryM, like it's just not as dry, like it's definitely more radiant and more creamy, which is nice. It's nice to change up. I am very much a always full coverage concealer kind of girl, so it's nice to not. Yeah, I love that. It's a perfect shade for me as well. I feel like giving a little bit of brightening but not too much, which is always good. I'm gonna go in again with the All Night Long foundation stick. I have used this as well off camera. It is definitely a new favourite of mine. Gonna go in with my PC21. So this is my angled brush. Just buffs out so well. Like, it's not too harsh, like the line just really blends good. And you don't need a lot, like I literally went in and I'm done. The easier the better with makeup, always. Of course there is like skill behind makeup, there is a lot of skill behind it, but having good products that work well on your skin, like it just makes life a lot easier. I've got a confession. If you're watching me, then you must be a YouTube watcher, unless you're just one of my mates. But like, do you ever go through stages when you're just like obsessed with like a YouTuber, and if it's like someone new that you've never watched before, so then you like got so many to catch up on? Yeah, that's me for Sidemen right now. What? I never thought that would ever happen. I blame Taylor. She sent me one of their videos and I'm literally obsessed. Not because of that, I just find them so fascinating. Like, obviously they're all peculiar in their own like sort of way, but I love it. I find them so funny. Like, it's actually, Harry's like, you are such a nerd, but like they just crack me up, and they're just really cute how they're really like all good friends. So I literally have been binging them for a few days now. Starting to get worried. I said to Taylor this morning, I was like, she keeps sending me them. Well, you got to watch this one, you got to watch this one. And I'm like, Taylor, I'm up till 1 o'clock in the morning still watching them. Like, this is not good for me. I need to stop. Let me know down below any other weird obsessions you have with YouTube. Like, I'm not even watching any of my normal people at the moment. I'm just literally on there watching Sidemen, and they're all like an hour long. It's bad. It's got bad, but they are funny. They're really, really funny. Oh, I sound like such a weirdo. Oh well. Right, then Molly O'Brien, Ava brush. Just going down my nose. Bringing it all the way up to the eyebrow. Remember, you want to make sure that your nose contour looks seamless and not... Obviously, people are going to know that you've done a bit of nose contour, but you don't want it to be so obvious that it's just that start somewhere. Like, it all needs to blend. Your nose comes from your eyebrows down. But yeah, I just thought I'd let you in on that little guilty pleasure of mine at the moment. Now I've created the illusion I got a small nose. I'm joking. It still don't even, like, honestly, I just don't think nose contour works on my nose because it's that bad. That's what I've accepted in life. Right, I'm then going to go in with my Rimmel. Look, I do love it. I've hit pan on it. Rimmel Stay Matte Powder. I've got 004 Sandstorm. So I'm just going to sit under my eyes with this before I go in with a loose powder. I mean, you know what I'm like. I don't really have a drugstore powder. No way was I using the banana powder. I mean, I do have one. Can't even remember if I've tried it out though. And I do have one that, so my favourite drugstore powder is the Maybelline Fit Me, the loose powder, but you can't get it in the UK, which still blows my mind. Like, I don't understand. Like, we have the whole Fit Me like range. We have the concealers, we have the foundations, we have the pressed powder, but just not the loose powder. And I got it when I was in New York. I think you can get it off Amazon, but I think it's literally a bit expensive, like more expensive. I stocked up when I went to New York, so I do have some, but I feel like that's cheating if I show you a powder, make you fall in love with it like I did, and then it's not even available in the UK. Do you know what I mean? But this powder though is so good for like if you are a pressed powder kind of girl, or like I always tend to use pressed powder when I'm doing lesser makeup, especially like in the summer when you're tanned and you don't need like your full bake on. I love a pressed powder, and this one is amazing. But for loose, we're going in with the Lottie London one. Let me see if I've actually used it. I have. I think I've used it once. We're gonna try it again. So it's the Lottie London True Translucent Powder. I got this on Look Fantastic, so you can get it with my code over there. Everything else I think is from Superdrug. Just gonna bake. Do you know what I do like the look of this? It's very fine milled, is it? Is that how you say it? But like, it's nice and thin. It just scares me how white it is. Don't want no Flashback Mary moments. If you know, you know. I mean, it looks good putting it on. I mean, I know I'm baking, but it looks like it's smooth my under eye. So we shall see how it keeps. If that's the right word. Can't lie, I don't have that many normal like drugstore bronzers, but I do have the Milani bronzers, and these, my friend, are amazing. They are beautiful, but I would say I need to go in a lot with this to actually, it's a very natural bronzer. So I've got 05 Soleil, and they're baked, so got a reflex to them, got a bit of gold in there, nice like shimmery fresh bronzer. But yeah, I do find I have to go in with quite a bit to get that payoff, but I suppose it's because I'm used to like having a lot of bronzer on, whereas if you like a natural look, then this is probably a really nice bronzer for you. I'm just patting that. all over bronzing my face. Yeah, see, I love the bronzer, and obviously it has added colour to my face, but it's just very subtle. Do you know what I mean? But it looks nice. But yeah, I do love these. I wonder if they do darker, but 05, I feel like that was probably the darkest. I mean, this isn't super drugstore, but it's on Beauty Bay and it's so affordable. Milani is an amazing brand that is like very, very affordable. So I feel like I'm allowed to keep it. Right, and then I'm just gonna set underneath as always. So I feel like I'm allowed to use this because, again, Morphe is such an affordable brand. These are literally so cheap and they're the best. Can I just add? They're so good. So I'm just gonna do my brows. Easy brows today. Tinted them, so literally hardly no work. But again, these Morphe pencils are literally like so easy to use, so creamy. So yeah, they make your job much easier. Let's dust this bake away. It looks very smooth. My under eye looks good. Very impressed. I feel like it looks a little bit dry, but once I spray my face with my hydrating mist, it's gonna be sorted. I'm just a dry skin girl, you know. It just don't matter what I do, I'm dry, okay? So my favourite drugstore blush is Life's Peach, L'Oreal. You know what I'm like for a peachy blush. Oh, I forgot to put my cheek tint on. What a div. Oh, well, I'm gonna have to go heavy on the blush. But yeah, this blusher is my favourite. So cheap and just so nice. Like a peachy blush, you know, I love. Going in with bronzer just to do the sides of my nose, add to that nose contour. I feel like the Milani as well, like it never goes down. Like I've had it for ages and I do use it, like I've used it a lot, do you know what I mean? But it just never goes down. My makeup looks very like soft and cute and I like it today. Right, let's spray this face. So I'm going in with my Vitamin E Hydrating Mist. This is Superdrug brand, the Vitamin E range. It's amazing. I literally started using this quite soon on in my makeup career, and whenever I run out I'm like, Superdrug trip. Like this is the reason I go to Superdrug, because I'm like, I cannot be without this. If you're dry skin, I really recommend this. So I always, once I put like all my powders on, just before I go in with highlight, I spray my face, let it sink in, and like I said, any of the dryness that's under my eyes, it just melts it away. It's so good. I drown my face in it sometimes. Like if I'm really feeling dry, I'm like, just soak my face, please. It just brings it back to life. I love it. Right, for highlight, I'm scared because we're going in with the BarryM Baked Tree Blend Highlighter. I've got Bronze Deco. I swatched this in the haul and it was a lot. So I'm literally going in with a tiny amount at first just to see. Oh, okay. So it's actually, I mean, I am going in with like a tiny bit, but it's not that bad. Like it's a lovely highlighter. It's very blinding, but like not too much. I literally thought it was going to be a bad moment. Wow, I like it. And it don't, obviously in the, it's gold. Like it is golden. But obviously it's, yeah, it's gold. It's got a bit of a yellow undertone to it, but it's not crazy. Like I will wear this. If you like highlighter, then this is a good one. Bit on my nose. Cute. I like it. Where is your favourite place to put highlighter? Mine is the Cupid's bow. I just feel like it defines your lips. Like the Cupid's bow, like it really makes it stand out. And I love it. Wow. I love that highlighter. I'm having a good makeup day. Everything so far. I mean, obviously some bits I've already used before, but even the new bits, feeling it. I'm nearly done, guys. I'm just gonna do the bottom of my eyes. So really simple with my Morphe M562 brush. So just really skinny, fluffy brush. This is like my favourite brush for doing the under eye, because I'm literally just gonna go in with that first shade, that brown. Just run this along the bottom of my lash line. I'm not gonna do anything crazy. Make sure I'm joining it to the top. I feel like I'm gonna have to add a brown liner in the waterline. I did used to have a BarryM brown liner, but I don't know where it's gone. So I would really recommend the BarryM liners and the lip liners as well. You know that from the previous video, but I can't find it. So we're going with Inglot. I mean, again, not an expensive brand. I don't really know how this falls. It's not Drugstore. Oh, it says high end. It says in the middle. So allow me. I'm obsessed with these eyes. Can't wait to put lashes on. It's just gonna be a moment. Wow. Sydney Div. Gonna go in with my NYX lip liner in Sandstorm. I can't lie, I don't really have that many lipsticks that I like from Superdrug, like proper drugstore. Again, going in with my Doll Beauty and Come to Mama. It's not high end, it's more like a small brand. You know, support small brands. Well, I mean, they're massive now, but like, you know what I'm trying to say? It's not drugstore, but it's not high end. To finish this off, I am gonna go in with the lip plumping gloss in Mint Sprinkle. So it looks clear, but it's definitely got like a iridescent mint. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I'm feeling it. So it makes it proper sparkly, and the tingle, I can feel you. Nice actually. Gonna go in with my I Heart Revolution fixing spray. It's so fun. I thought, am I even getting my face? Gonna go off camera. I'm gonna stick my lashes on. For lashes, I'm gonna go in with Primalash. Again, lashes are hard. There's not really like drugstore eyelashes apart from Ardell Wispies, which are my favourite, but they're a very natural lash. Again, Primalash, still really affordable, so I'm gonna go in with these. They are in the style Instaglam, very cute. So yeah, I'm gonna stick these on and then I will be back. Okay, lashes are on. These lashes are insane. They literally look like extensions. I feel like that's the sort of vibe. They're not like too thick, but amazing. I'm actually obsessed with this makeup look. I'm really, really impressed with everything that I use. Like I said, I know some I've already used before, but like all the new bits, I love. Like they were so good. Them palettes, my eyes, one of my favourite looks today. Well, especially at the minute, I feel like they look so good. Overall, really impressed. My under eye looks sick. Like, I'm really impressed with this drugstore powder. I mean, maybe I found one. Maybe I have. Same goes for this oldie but a goldie. Yeah, literally can't say enough stuff about this makeup. I'm really, really enjoying it. All drugstore, and yeah, this is what I mean. Drugstore has upped its game. Like, I love getting stuff from the drugstore. Really, just, you can't go wrong. Such good stuff there, especially at the minute. Such good stuff. And yeah, that is it. That is the look. I hope you enjoyed. I hope this gave you an alternative. I know I've done my high-end one, which I will link below if you've not seen that. But yeah, drugstore is definitely worth it. It don't matter how much you spend on a product. If it's good, it's good. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, that is the look. I hope you all enjoyed it. Before you leave, please make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. It really gives me a clear indication on like what content you're liking and stuff and what you want to see more of. So yeah, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, I will see you in my next video. Bye guys. Mwah.